Dead, damaged, or dormant. After the hard freeze that hit Central Texas in December, a lot of gardeners are wondering what to do.
Yeah, we got down to 12. It was cold.
Just before Christmas, the flash freeze that gripped our area caught plants off guard.
Because it was so warm before the freeze and the temperatures dropped so fast, plants didn't have time, we call it harden off. They didn't have time to get ready for the cold, and so we knew there would be some damage.
Kate Hajda with Williamson County's Texas A&M Extension Office has been busy ever since.
We've had a challenging year, really, with the drought from the summer and then the freeze coming in, and plants don't look very good right now, so we've had a lot of calls about that.
She and a group of volunteer master gardeners have a help desk for residents and a demo garden in Georgetown.
It looks dead. This is just dormant, so they'll cut it back, but it will come back just fine this spring.
Fig trees are hardy, but lavender is a different story.
This one did fine through the freeze. It looks really good. And then this one is probably not going to make it.
Some plants are literally freeze-dried.
Sort of a double whammy because the more hydrated your plants are, the better they're going to get through the cold. So when you have drought and then you have a cold snap like that come in on top of it.
If your plants are crunchy and brown, you can cut them back and hope for new growth. As for trees,
start clipping, like, is there any live tissue here? If you don't see any, then maybe start going back a little bit farther in because maybe just the tips got burned off.
But for some plants like these roses, your best bet is to wait.
We like to say learn to love ugly, especially right now. None of our gardens look good.
Our average last freeze isn't until mid-February in Austin and as late as late March in the Hill Country. Areas highlighted in green on this climate.gov map have an average last freeze in April or later. In places like Allagash, Maine and Orr, Minnesota, it's as late as June.
You can prune back some things, especially if you can tell that it did die, but I think we're gonna see a lot of new growth early this spring. So just hold on, be patient, it's gonna be okay, and we'll make it to spring.
North of Austin in Georgetown, Texas, I'm Chicago Windler for the National Weather Desk.